Are you ready to ditch your 9 to 5? You can earn $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month or even more buying, selling, and brokering mineral rights. Let's talk about it. Howdy folks, my name is Steven Hatcher and I'm the creator of Minerals Guy. I'm a professional mineral buyer and oil and gas attorney, and I have over a decade of experience buying, selling, and developing oil and gas properties all across the country. My business buys, sells, and trades in thousands of acres of mineral rights every single year using a proprietary system that we've developed. If you want to learn how you can use my system to start a new career in mineral rights, make sure you stay tuned until the end of this video. So what are mineral rights? Mineral rights are legal rights in a piece of property to subsurface minerals like oil and natural gas. It's like subsurface real estate. The mineral rights owner owns the minerals in the ground, and when those minerals get extracted, the owner gets paid. Mineral rights owners grant oil and gas leases to oil companies that want to drill on their land. In exchange for granting that lease, the oil and gas company is going to grant a royalty interest to the owner of the mineral rights on any oil and gas that is produced from their property. And these mineral royalties are 100% passive. In fact, mineral rights are the OG of passive income. And those royalties are gonna come in the mail every single month for as long as that well continues to produce. And that's why they call it mailbox money. So how much money are we talking about? Well, depending on the size and location of the tract, we're talking thousands, hundreds of thousands, or even millions of dollars in royalties. But why would anyone want to sell them? Well, the same reason that people choose to sell other assets like real estate. They want liquidity. So how large is this mineral rights opportunity? Estimates from public companies like Kimball Royalty Partners on the size of the market for mineral rights in the United States are as high as $800 billion. And here's the interesting thing about the market. It's highly fractionalized. So what do I mean by that? Well, let me give you an example. Let's say that Farmer John owned a 100-acre tract in East Texas back in the 1930s. He and his wife had 4 children, and each of their children had another 4 children. So as mineral rights get passed from generation to generation, they get divided among heirs. There are literally millions of Americans who have inherited mineral rights. You might have someone in California who owns mineral rights in North Louisiana. The opportunity set is highly diverse and almost unlimited. So how do you go about buying mineral rights? Well, first, you have to know where to look. Similar to surface real estate, when it comes to minerals, it's all about location, location, location. If New York City is Mecca for real estate in the US, then West Texas is Mecca for mineral rights. But there are plenty of other areas around the country where mineral rights are extremely valuable. Places like North Louisiana, North Dakota, and Northeastern Colorado, to name a few. When you're buying mineral rights, you want to be in the neighborhood where minerals are being developed, where oil and gas companies are permitting, drilling, and producing oil and gas wells. So the second thing that you have to know how to do is how to find mineral owners. In most, but not all cases, the person who owns the surface real estate is not gonna be the owner of the mineral rights. This is because it's very common in areas of active oil and gas development for landowners to reserve minerals when they sell surface. And this creates a separate chain of title for the surface and the minerals. Using our example above, let's say that Farmer John sold that 100-acre tract in East Texas in 1950, but he reserved the minerals. The person who owns the surface tract today would have no rights to the minerals, but rather Farmer John's heirs who are spread from Maine to California own them. Chaining mineral title is a skill that anyone can learn. This is actually what landmen do for a living. You have to learn how county deed records work and how to run title forwards and backwards using grantor-grantee indexes. And today, most of this research can be conducted online from anywhere in the world. In addition to running title, there are other repositories in different states that contain mineral ownership information. In Texas, you can use the mineral tax rolls, which records the interest of every single mineral owner in every single well in the state. In other places like Oklahoma and Ohio, you can use pooling or unitization records to identify mineral owners. So next, once you've found a mineral owner that wants to sell, you have to know how much you can pay. For example, let's say that you found one of Farmer John's heirs who lives in Los Angeles and he's ready to sell. What do you offer him, and how do you know how much you can pay? today? Well, it's not as easy as it is when it comes to real estate. There is no Zillow, there is no Redfin when it comes to mineral rights, but here are the three primary methods of mineral valuation. The first is multiple of cash flow analysis. This is where you offer the mineral owner a multiple of their existing royalty check. The second method is to offer based on a price per acre, which is similar to comp analysis in real estate. The third and most sophisticated way to model the value of mineral rights is using DCF or discounted cash flow analysis. This method projects future cash flows and then discounts those cash flows back to present value. I literally just filmed a video explaining these three methods in detail. You should see a link up at the top of the screen, and we'll also post one down in the comments. If you're ready to take a deep dive on mineral valuation, make sure that you go watch that video. So if all of this sounds pretty interesting, we've got a ton of free content on our channel. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe so that you get notified when we post new videos. In addition, if you're ready to take the leap and start buying and brokering mineral rights, we are building a comprehensive course to share our system for how we target, find, and value mineral rights. If you want to jump on the wait list for the course, make sure that you shoot me an email at steven@mineralsguide.com.